What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Ross Reviews, where today we are in something of a Aussie legend. Up there with the Commodore, this is a 2004 BA base model XT Ford Falcon, but with a bit of a twist. Now, just before we continue, if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you do get updated on all our weekly uploads. Now, this car from factory would have just had a naturally aspirated inline-six Barra under the bonnet. We still got that Barra under there, but of course this is a turbocharged one out of an XR6 Turbo now, and with all the modifications, this thing is now putting down around 400 horsepower. And you know, if you go back to the factory numbers, they were claimed at about 244 horsepower. So, you know, we have got a sizable jump here now, and you can feel it. This base model Falcon really is one of the best sleepers I've seen personally. It just is totally grandpa spec when you look at this thing. You know, you got the hubcaps on this thing still, you know, the old man seats in here. Like, it is just comical to see this car and then hear the doses that this thing does. It really is. The only thing that kind of gives this car away is the large intercooler up front that you can kind of see. But for the average person looking at this car, you really would not take a second look. Now, when the BA came out, Ford had actually put a crap load of money into this car, something to the order of like $500 million. And they actually took this to the Nuremberg track in Germany and spent thousands of hours of testing on this BA Falcon, if you can believe it. And, you know, I think in the end, it kind of paid out because the car does last a very long time when, you know, you treat it right. You know, I've seen taxi examples like this that have gone over 1,000,000 Ks. So, you know, the car itself does last a very, very long time. And when you're driving this car out on the B roads, you really do feel like you are out on the open ocean because, yeah, the suspension in these cars, especially the base model, it's floaty, to say the least. You know, you really do bounce around in this thing, which, you know, over the bumps and that, I guess it's not too bad, but yeah, when you take a bit of speed into a corner, she's got some rock. There is something so special and yet so Aussie about a turbo Barra. I don't know what it is, but it's just every single time I drive a turbo Barra on the channel, you just can't not smile the whole time you're in it. And just listen to this one. It's freaking so loud in here. Oh my goodness. This one again is just so funny. To have it full on, you know, grandpa spec in the silver, you know, you even got the dent in the door. You just would never ever expect it. And oh, you would just love to chop somebody on the freeway in this thing. And you know, the owners told me before that he's chopped a few Commodores, you know, some SS's, you know, some of the JDM stuff as well, Skylines. This thing will just go. And that is the thing, I think a lot of people who haven't really gotten into the Aussie cars, they don't actually realize how quick these cars go once they're moving. Sort of from a standstill, yeah, they might not be all that impressive, but when you're going freeway speeds and then you put your foot into it, these things pick up so quick. And with the modifications listed on this one, like, it's a beast. This is so funny. Like, the steering is pulling to the left like so hard. You got the thin, you know, base model steering wheel here that it does. The steering is all over the place. The suspension is super loose, but you're just cruising at 100 kilometers an hour here. You put your foot in, and you can do that. And in about 2 seconds, you're well and truly over the speed limit. Because, yeah, this is awesome. It is quite funny because this is actually my very first time in a base model BA Falcon. So I've been in a lot of Falcons in my time since moving here, but I've actually never been in a base model. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know this isn't a true base one with the engine swap, but sitting inside, this is all XT from factory, which is, you know, really quite funny to see. You know, there weren't a lot to look at these cars, but the engineering and design actually inside of them, you know, internally, was really good. The beautiful thing about this car as well, and this build, is that this is the owner's daily. So he dailies this car all around town. Like, it is just awesome to see someone, you know, put the effort in, build this car up, and then, you know, just take it out all the time, because, you know, these are what these cars are built for. You know, they're built for racking up the miles, and that's just it. You see this car down the freeway or go by you at the lights, that would be so funny to hear that dose, especially because it is massive. Just pulled up on this back road. We're just gonna let this car do its thing. Do you put it in? We'll chuck it in performance mode. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna mash the pedal basically and just see what we can get. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there you go. It actually gripped up not too bad, because obviously, you know, like I said before, you know, the turbos, they don't really have the same punch as the V8s off the line, but once they get going, then the speed just comes so quick. Well, anyways, I'm going to finish the video off here today. This is just an absolute laugh to drive. You know, seeing a base model Falcon tuned up like this, you know, with the turbo engine is just so much fun, and I had an absolute blast driving this around today. So a massive thank you to the owner for bringing the car down, allowing me to take it out today. He's got an Instagram page, so I will link right now. So yeah, if you want to follow the car a bit more, chuck him a follow there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please remember to hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and we'll see you on that next video.